Hi, good morning. Welcome to McMorran Ice Arena here in Port Huron. Game 2 of Silver Six International Finals sees Fox take on the York Simcoe Express. Fox comes in 1-0 on the weekend on the strength of a 3-1 victory yesterday over Eastern Ontario Wild. York Simcoe is 0-1, falling to another Canadian team yesterday. First of 2 games today for Fox. Starting lineup will be Braxton Penny, Eli Chapman, Dom Schweitzer, Cale Thorrington, Jack Langen, and Mason Martin in net. 15-minute periods. Probably ice cut after the second period again. Face off, won by York. Off the boards, Cale steps, gets a piece of that. Braxton holds it in. Cale throws it in deep. York with it. D to D. Skips just past Dom over to Jack. Jack bats it off the boards for Dom. Dom pitches in deep. Eli gives chase. York with it. They come out near side. Through the middle, connects. Jack takes it away, though. Jack at the red line. He's got Dom with him. Oh, skips Dom stick in on net, though. Goalie kicks it in the corner for Eli. Eli to Penny behind the net. Braxton off the back of the net, taken by York. Cale steps. Gets there. Comes out of the zone, though. Langen on it. Jack throws this in deep. Fox gets the change. York goalie plays it behind the net. Ryan with the hit. Frees that up. York takes it back in the neutral zone, though. Can't get through Ryder and Andrew. Ryan with a stick lift. Puck to Dylan. Dylan in deep. York with it. Rips one through the middle. Gets past Lenny and Andrew. In on Mason. First shot of the game. Mason saves. Andrew with it. Near side. Chips one over to Lenny. Lenny backhands one around for Dylan. Dylan to Andrew. Andrew's got Ryder far side. Ryder in the middle. Andrew cuts to the middle. Over to Ryan. Ryan one-timer. Scores! First shot of the game for Fox is in the back of the net. Ryan Teuscher from Andrew Krochok. Big save by Mason on the other end. Stuffs a breakaway on his first shot of the game. Fox jumps out to the early lead, a minute 19 into the game. Beck's line out now for their first action with Fink and Coops. York wins it, brings it in the zone, jumps behind Costa. Mason out to play it. Mason sets this up, moves it over for Jack. Hits Jack, though, falls at his feet. Pass through the middle. Mason pokes it away, loses in the crease. Mason on it. Same 5 out. Beck wins this draw to Coops. Coops rims it for Antea. Jake picks this up, takes the hit, turned over, but Beck has it. Beck tripped, nothing. Through the middle, doesn't connect. Batted through by Antea. Cycled by York. Cale cuts this off at the red line. Gets it to Antea, who sends it in deep. York looks to break it back through the middle. Cale stops this at the blue end. It's in his feet, doesn't see it. Pokes it away, though. Puck in the corner. Second behind the net. Cale on him. Pokes it away. Braxton with the help. Puts it in the corner. York picks this up in the corner. Shot wide. Langen behind the net. Puck's caught up in Braxton's feet. Side of the net. Mason can't cover. Still loose. Mason covers. Ryan's line out with Andrew and Lenny. Hard around for Dylan. Dylan scoops this off the board. Takes a look. He's got Ryan far side. Sauces one to him. Ryan can't get it, though. York knocks it out of the zone. York pitches in deep. Mason lets this go for Lenny. Lenny ties up the stick. Ryan comes in for the puck. Ryan, it's in his feet. Picks it out over to Dylan. Dylan's got Andrew with him. a little too far for Andrew. Ryder with the break up there. York still with it. Ryan on him. Gets past Ryan in. Ryder chipped out of the zone, though. Back in, offsides. Beck's line with Coops and Fink. Face off to Hart. Skips off his stick, though. Comes back to him. York gets it out of the zone. Hart's with the hit. Frees this up to Beck. Beck has his stick lifted from behind. York brings it in the zone. In on Fink. Goes the brakes on. From the hash mark. Goes it down low. Coops picks this up. Coops on his backhand. In the corner. Backhands one out of the zone. Puck was tipped. No icing. Hart's on the forecheck. York gets there first. And Taya in picks this up. And Taya backhands it along for Beck behind the net. In the corner now. Moved around. And Taya comes up to Fink. He steps. Gets by him. In on Coops. Coops gets a stick on it. Puck goes wide. Good back check by Mason Hart's to even up numbers, too. York shot wide. Mason sticks it behind the net. Pops out to Taya. Jake takes a look. Skates it out of the zone. Gets the red line. Puck in deep. Fox gets a full change here. York breaks it out. Near side. Chips around Eli. Tail can't knock this down. Good talk by Mason. Let's Kilno to go up the boards to Eli. Eli with a little bit of time. Turned over at the blue line. Puck is in front of the Fox bench to Kale. Kale chips it along. Comes to York in the neutral zone. Backhanded in deep. Far corner. Langen, the first one there. Comes to York. Kale with a hit behind the net. Frees us up for Jack. Jack to... that was Dom. Dom to Eli. Bouncing puck. Eli's in. Shoots. Save loose. York with it behind the net now. Penny applies the pressure. York cuts right up the middle. Sends one through. Gets beyond Kale. Langen pokes it out of the zone. Langen still with it. One-on-one now on Kale. Shot. I think Kale got a piece of that. Mason got all of it, though. Langen behind the net with it. Langen takes a look. Flips one through the zone. Gets through to Eli. Eli ran off that puck, though. Puck down low. Kicked right to Andrew on a change. Andrew takes a look to spin back. Front of Mason. Andrew with it. Andrew comes out from behind the net. Hits Dom. Skips off his stick. We're offsides. Oh, and we're not offsides. There's a penalty. Thought I heard him say interference. Yep, interference on York. Fox to their first power play. Langen and Krochok on the back end. Ryder, Dillon, and Ryan up front. 9:18 left, first period. Minute and a half power play here for Fox. Ryan loses this draw. Puck's in the corner. Dillon applies pressure. York with it. Pops out to Dillon. Dillon over to Ryder in the corner. Ryder up top for Jack. Jack right back down to Ryder. Ryder through the middle for Andrew. Andrew takes a bouncing shot, loose in front. Dillon has a swipe at it, can't get to it. Andrew pokes that free, comes right to York, though. They flip this high, hits the scoreboard. So that face-off should stay in the zone. Ooh. Okay. Thought they were saying it was going to come out. 1:08 left on the power play. Same five. Face off. Wow, skips Ryder's stick. Passes dropped for Dillon. Dillon in around. Sends this hard around for Ryan. Goalie doesn't play it. Ryan picks this up, moves along for Ryder. Pass comes out of the zone. Andrew scoops this up. Has to move it back to Langen. Langen fakes the drop. Hits Andrew up to the seam. Andrew in alone. Gets his stick lifted, doesn't even get a shot. Puck comes to Dylan. Dylan in the corner with it. Up to Ryder. Ryder cycles it down for Ryan. 10 seconds left on the power play. Ryan tries to move it along for Dylan. Can't. Ryan wins that battle. Dylan comes away with it on the goal line. Poked around him, though. Soft chip out. That will do it for the power play. Langan on it. Moves it through the middle for Andrew, or for Dylan. Knocked off the puck. York with it. They go back to their D. Puck in the middle. Fink applies pressure. York catches that, but Antea, fresh off a change, takes it away. Moves it for Hartz. Hartz has that puck in deep. Tied up in the corner. Back in to help now. York comes away with it. Chipped out of the zone to Fink. Fink, soft chip. Comes to Hartz in the middle. Hartz tries to backhand one in deep. Doesn't make it through. And on Fink. Fink forces him to turn in the corner. Up to the point now. Shot through. Loose. Still loose. Knocked in the corner, I think, by Fink. Fink on him in the corner. Centering pass. It's loose in the feet in the crease. And Taya tries to move it out. Comes right to the point, though. Shot blocked by Taya up into the netting. It's up one by York. Shot through. Mason sticks in the corner. Coops picks this up. Off the boards for Chapman. Stays in the zone, though. Comes back to Coops. Coops retreats. Backhands one around for Fink. Fink on his backhand. Just forehand to Dom. Dom chips that out of the zone. York picks it up at their blue line. Goes one near side. Misses, but comes right to Coops. Coops one-hands it along for Penny. Penny can't pull it in the zone. Puck comes back to Fink in the D zone. Fink over to Dom. Dom chips it in. Penny beats out the icing. Puck's in the corner. Braxton and Dom come on to keep it in. York tries behind the net now. Near side. Cuts up the middle. Pitched over Lenny's head. Along the backboards, right behind the net. Andrew picks this up, moves it over to Lenny. Lenny off the boards, right back to Andrew. Andrew's got Eli, flips one high to him. Offsides. Ryan's line out now. Lenny and Andrew stay. One nothing Fox. 5:53 left in the first period. Mason adjusting his helmet. All right, and we're back. Face off to Ryder. Tied up loose. Popped up to Dylan. A little too far low to the point. Shot goes wide. Behind the net. Andrew on him. Andrew ties him up. Lenny has a swipe at it. York takes the puck though. Up to the point. Shot through. Blocked. Mason with the cover. Like Ryan's line stays. Kale and Jack come on. Face off. Won by Ryan. Ties him up on the boards. Pops it free. He's got Dylan and Ryder with him. Throws it off the boards. Icing. Same 5. 5:25 left first period. It's off. Comes right on Mason. He loves that. Face off comes to Kale. Sends this hard around for Ryder. Doesn't get there. Pitched back. Yep, hits the netting. I don't want to come out of the zone now. Really choppy play here in the last couple minutes. Same five. Face off right in front of the Fox bench. Ryan wins that to Kale. Kale over to Jack. Jack gains the red line. Flips in near side. Ryder gives chase. Up to the point. Nope. Ryan cuts that off before it got there. Puck's loose on Ryan's stick. Turned over. Kale pokes that away. Ryan picks this up. Swipes it along. Too far. Kale's going to skate into this at the red line. Kale rips this in deep. Goalie can't get there. Oh, he does get there. Puck hits Dylan, though. York with it. Far side. Tries to get around Jack. Can't. Comes right to Dylan. Dylan avoids a hit. Sends one softly through the middle. York takes it away, though. Ryder with a stick lift. Leaves this up. York still on it, though. Through the middle. Good talk by Jack. Him and Kale switch. Puck on net. Mason sticks this into the corner. Ryan over on it. Puck up top comes to Dylan. Dylan tries to chip around. It's tied up. Comes to Ryder. Ryder dumps that in deep. Fox gets a change except for Ryder on the forecheck. York with it behind their net. Back on the forecheck now. Through the middle. York on it. Turned over to Fink. Fink picks this up. Skates it in the zone. It's got backhand and Taya trailing. Fink shot low. Save. Fink follows his rebound though. Picks it up behind the net. To Coops. He fans on the one-timer. Nobody covered for him though. You're going to have a 1-on-3. Fink gets back. Shot. Mason glove save. Good rush started there by Jack Fink. Penny's line with Henning and Krochak. Shot hits Penny. In the corner now, Lenny on him. Cycled back into the corner by York. Braxton with the hit. Shot through. Mason saves that. Same five. Penny wins this draw. Comes to Lenny. Lenny takes it behind the net. Up the boards. Nobody there. York brings this offsides. Faceoff comes all the way down. Faceoff comes to Eli. York takes it away though. Lenny stuffs that. There's been more all the way offsides in this game than I think I've seen all season. This is probably the fourth or fifth offsides that's been taken all the way back into the D zone for both teams. Same five out there. Face off one to Eli. He gets it to Dom. Eli and Dom in a two-man game. Dom brings it in. Tries to force one over to Eli. Gets deflected. Bounces puck. Splits the D out of the zone. Lenny picks this up. Back into to Andrew. Andrew at the red line. Flips it high and in the middle. High sticking. We'll get a face-off here in the offensive zone. Ryan and Dylan and Ryder and Kale and Jack. Face-off comes to Ryder. Sends one through. Bad save. Puck comes to Kale. He throws that in deep. Cut off by York, though. Icing is on and called. Face off clean one to Dylan. Dylan looks for Jack backdoor, skips over his stick. Centering pass, doesn't make it through. York on it, hits Ryan in the feet. Ryan with a stick lift, steals his puck back. Tied up by 2 sticks, comes right to Dylan. Dylan to the shot, comes up top. Kale bails. Puck in the zone. York on it. Mason moves it into the corner. Puck down low. Kale picks this up. Nope, he runs a screen for Ryan. Ryan flips for Dylan, misses him. You're going to get an icing. So we got Beck's line out with Coops and Fink now. 2:03 left. Face-off win to Fink. Sends this hard around, gets knocked down by the stick, though, of York. And on Coops now. Coops with it in the corner. He backhands one out of play. Face-off to the left of Mason. 1:53 left. First period. 1-0 Fox. Beck wins this draw over the Coops. Hard around. Taya skates into it. A little too far, though. Turned over. Mason with a blocker save. Short side. Puck comes to Fink. Too far, though. York sends one through the crease. Taya races over. Doesn't get there. Puck tied up along the wall. Coops and Beck. York takes it away. Tries to center one. Hits Fink in the feet. Down low. It's around Fink. Pass. Shot. Mason stick save. In the corner. Beck pulls this out over to Coops. Coops creates some space. Takes a look. He's got Taya in the middle. Hits him. Jake splits the D. Skips off his stick into the corner. Taya centers one. Nobody home. Bouncing puck. York takes this out of the zone and ices it down. 58 seconds left. Got Jack and Andrew with Dylan, Ryan, and Ryder. Face off, comes to Ryder. Tries to cut up the middle. Ryder on his stick. Goes down, can't get a shot off. Ryder from his belly swipes it into the corner for Ryan. Ryan wins that, cycles it down for Dylan. Dylan tries to poke it back to Ryan. York takes it away. York exits the zone. 2-on-2 on Andrew and Jack. Sends it through Andrew's feet, too far though. Mason tries to play it, can't. Jack moves it along for Andrew, cut off by York. Jack with the hit, down low. Puck comes down to Ryder. Ryder runs into the ref. Puck sent around. 25 seconds left. Andrew in the corner with Dylan. Andrew ties it up, kicks it free to Ryan. Ryan has his stick lifted. Puck back in the corner, Dylan on it. Dylan pulls it away. Around the net, 10 seconds left. Dylan around one. Tries to drag it through, turned over. Puck sent back in deep, and that will probably do it for the period. Back to the start of the second here. Fox holds the narrowest of leads at 1-0. Goal by Ryan. So we got Braxton Penny's line out with Andrew and Lenny. Face off, tied up. Comes to Dom. Dom knocks him in the zone right on net. Goalie covers. Both centers thrown out. Eli in to take the draw now. Eli clean win to Andrew. Andrew walks it down. He is rubbed off that puck. Good switch by Chapman. Chapman sends it in deep. Right behind the net. Through the middle. Lenny with the hit. Ties us up at the red line. York still punches it in deep. Mason out to play it. Mason sets it up for Andrew. Andrew rips it around for Dom. Dom tries the backhand one for Andrew. York puts that right back on the wall. Puck one to Andrew. Over to Lenny. He slips one through the middle. Icing. Ryan's line out with Fink and Coops. Ryan wins this draw in the corner for Jack. Jack throws it to the middle. Hits Ryder. Jalen takes this away in the corner. Puck on Dylan, stick in the corner. Lifted, though. Along the boards, Dylan swipes it down low for Ryder. Ryder takes a hit, gets it to Dylan. He throws it up to the blue line. Coops walks the blue, sends one through. That gets tipped down. Coops holds the line, though. Throws it in deep. Bouncing puck. Hits Dylan. Jeez, Pete. Dylan tries to throw one. Hits Ryder. Coops on it. Throws one onside. In deep. Adams on the forecheck. Sent around the net. York with it. Through the middle. Connects. Ryan turns him over. Puck still gets out of the zone, though. Ryan on the back check. Takes that away. York has to regroup. Chips up in front of the Fox bench. Sent through the middle. Gets around Fink. Coops picks him up. Bouncing puck. Or a deflected puck, rather. Goes over the net. Comes right to Dylan. Dylan with some space. Dylan heads up near side. Pass doesn't connect. Up behind the net now. Near side corner. York with it. Thrown through the middle. Hits hard stick. Hits Fink's feet. Puck in deep. And Taya goes down. Puck back in the Fox corner now. Coops gives chase. Good talk by Mason, but Coops fans on it. York tucks this back in deep. On Coops' stick. Back in to help. York takes it away behind the net. Centering pass. Hits some feet. Goes wide. Coops skates into this. Ties it up. Gets help from Antea, but York takes it away. Back on him in the corner. Burst of speed by Noah. He takes it away. Heads up near side. Through the middle. Slips one through to Antea. Puck comes to Dom. He moves us in. Then netting out of play. Face off just outside the York zone, right in front of the Fox bench. Penny's line with Kale and Langan. Face off, comes to Dom. Dom tries to move it over to Kale. Dom skates back into it, though. Backhands it in deep. York's behind the net. Dom creates a turnover. Bouncing puck, side of the net. Kicked behind the net by York. They look to exit near side. Langan steps. Chapman switches. Puck comes up to the point, gets around Chapman. Player goes down, though. Penny on it. Drop to Langan. Hits Dom. Dom can't drag that through. York. Tail steps. Doesn't get all of it. Jack gets it out of the... Nope, not out of the zone. Tipped over the net. Langan picks this up. Flips one softly Penny to Chapman. Hits Kale's feet. Kale swipes it away. Jack gets a stick on this. York really controlling the pace of play here for the past 5 minutes. Lying in. Heads right up with it to Dom. Dom tries to back in one along. Cut off by York. Puck loose in the middle. Mason, big save. That's in. One now. 11 minutes left in the second period. Through the middle. Connects. Ryan's line out with Lenny and Andrew. Lenny with the hit frees that up. Behind the net, Ryan with a hit. Comes to Andrew. Andrew pokes it out to Ryder. Offsides. Face off to Ryder. Tied up along the boards. Ryan pulls it out. Tries the center one. Hits the feet. Ryan with it behind the net. He doesn't have his stick. Gets it to Dylan. York tries to flip this out. Gets around Lenny. No icing. Andrew in a race. Ties it up. Lenny comes in for it. Lenny flips it ahead. Cut off by York. Andrew skates into it. Andrew takes the middle. Drops it to Ryan. Ryan shot. Scores! Just beats the goalie. Definitely wasn't an intentional drop pass. Puck got poked off Andrew's stick, but poked right off his stick into Ryan's. And Ryan buries it. From top of the circle. Just beat the goalie. Fox back ahead. Next shift. Good to see the response. York had a player just skate off the ice very gingerly. See if we see him back. Didn't see what happened to him, but he's not putting any weight on one of his legs right now. Beck's line out now with thinking Coops. Puck comes right to Costa. Over to Jack. Jack, pass doesn't make it through. Down deep. Mason out to play it. Swipes it over, misses Coops though. York on it. Sent back behind the net. Near side. Puck on Fink's stick. Tries to clear it. Jack picks this up, gets it out. Tried to back in along for Intea. Bouncing puck comes to Jake though. He backhands one in deep. York has to pick this up in front of their own goal. Through the middle. Connects with Beck. Turned over. Hit to Fink. Fink throws one into some soft space. Beck backhands one all the way in. Arts with the hit frees this up, and Taya knocked off that puck. York with numbers. Sent in right on Mason. Covers. Going to have Braxton's line out with Kale and Jack. Defensive zone face-off to the right of Mason. 9:04 left. Second period. York wins this clean shot. Oh, hits the post. Comes right to Kale. Backhands one along out of the zone. Offside. Chapman shot right off the draw. Goes a little wide. Kale steps. Knocks this down low. Gloves it down to himself. Sends it back down. Chapman with it now. Takes the hit. Moves along to Kale. Kale tries to hit Jack. Stick deflected. And through the middle. Turned over. Eli on it. Backhands one along for Penny. Not out, though. York still with it. Puck is tied up. Comes free to Kale. Kale off the boards. Not out. York with it. 2-on-1. Shot. The side of the net. By the net. Kale pokes it away. York on it. To the point. Shot through. Wide. Kale with a hit. Frees it up for Penny to Langham. Jack backhands one along for Chapman. He skates into it. Chapman with Dom. Chapman takes the middle, shoots. I think hit a York player. Icing's waved off. Langham picks this up. Oh, and he ices it. Ryan's line out with Andrew and Lenny. Andrew, hits the ref in the side of the head. Out of the zone. Dylan in a race. Dylan pokes it along. York flips this out of the zone. Andrew gloves it down. Give me a hand pass here. Face off at center ice. Ryan's line with Andrew and Lenny. Puck comes right to Lenny. Drops it to Andrew. Andrew right back to him. Henning looks up, hits Ryder. Ryder chips it in for Ryan. Ryan can't quite get there. York beats him. Lenny pinches, gets around him, but Ryan picks it up, moves it in. Bouncing puck. Ryder with the hit in front of the bench, ties this up. Comes to Ryan, he flips it into the middle for Dylan. York picks this up. Pass, tip just past Ryan out of the zone. Lenny with it. Takes a look, throws it off the boards for Dylan. Dylan lets this go through to Ryder. Ryder swipes it along. Andrew in on the forecheck. Puck sent in deep. Mason out to play it. Moves it over for Coops in the corner. Puck comes this side to Hartz now. They're going to get a penalty here. Hartz hit from behind. You get a cross check here on York. Fox back to the power play. We're going to have Eli, Braxton, Dylan, Jack, Andrew. Doesn't split the D. Chapman gets there. Langham blows a tire at the blue line. Chapman sends one through just wide. Dylan side of the net. Goalie stuffs it. Puck rimmed. Not out though. Langham sends this down. Throw chalk. Can't get there. Out of play. Not out of play. Look like. Penny backhands one up for Chapman. Chapman to Langham. Langham back to Eli. Eli cross ice to Dylan. Dylan tries to center one, taken by the feet. 50 seconds left on the power play. Andrew moves it up top. Swipes it to the corner to Jack. Jack at the point. Sends one through. Loose. Penny scores! Nice shot by Jack Langham. Puts it on net. Braxton Penny cleans up the trash. Fink and Coops with Ryan, Dylan, and Ryder. 3-1 Fox lead. Ryan with 2, Braxton with 1. Fox sent in deep, gets beyond Costa. Side of the net, Mason sticks it over into the corner for Coops. Coops flips this high and out. Ryan's going to skate into this. He's got Dylan with him. Bouncing puck over to Dylan. Dylan shoots. Pad save, or blocker save, excuse me. Ryder gets a stick on this, knocks it down in the corner. Puck is out of the zone. Coops on it to Dylan. Dylan enters the zone slowly. Fink moves this in deep. Far corner now. Ryan skates into it. Knocked off his stick. Chipped around him to York. Puts through Costa's feet. In on Fink. Fink off the boards. Going to be no icing. Adams on it. Adams turns him over down low. Puck comes to Ryan. Down low to Dylan. Dylan loose. York with it. Oh, ref takes out a player. Comes right to Ryan. Ryan to Dylan. Dylan shoots. Goalie saves. Puck to Costa. Costa sends one through over the net. Fink thought about stepping. He bails. Ryder with the back check frees this up. Fink tries to hold the red line. Can't. Dylan takes it away, though. Coops keeps it in. Sends one for Dylan. He wasn't there. Good awareness by Fink. You don't see him off screen, but York was cherry picking. Fink saw it. Bailed hard. Fink ties it up in the corner. Gets help from Ryan. But still in the corner. Ryan creates some space for Dylan. York with it. Shot goes a few feet wide. Going to stay in the zone, though. York sends it back around the net. Behind the net. Coops pokes it along. York takes it away. Fink lifts the stick. Coops skates into it. Backhands one. D steps up. Keeps it in. Oh, man. Good shot from no angle. Ryan lays out. Ryder throws it in deep. Icing. .336 left. Second period. Beck and Taya, Hartz, Lang, and Thornton. Takes out to the right of Mason. Beck wins this to Langen. Sends it hard around for Hartz. Hartz gets a stick on this. Can't get it. Now he gets it out. Comes to Taya. Taya's got Beck with him. And Jake goes wide. Jake on the crease. Shoots wide. We're going to get a penalty here, though. Yep. Fox back to the power play. Power play unit back out. Penny and Taya, Chapman, Krochok, Langen. And Taya versus speed picks this up behind the net. The first to Chapman, moves it up top for Langen. Langen cycles it back down for Eli. Eli can't turn the corner. He backhands one along for Penny. Penny gets there, kicks it right out to Taya. He takes a look. He's got Andrew back door, but he throws it up top for Jack. Over to Eli. Eli, low shot, tipped. Still loose. Penny with a whack right on the crease. Can't find it. Puck comes free to Taya. Good body by Jake. Moves it back down deep. York skates into it, though. They throw it off the glass. It's going to die. No icing. Langen picks this up. Throws it hard around for Taya. Taya backhands this off the boards to Chapman. Chapman with speed through the middle. Got Andrew with him. Eli goes wide. Sends one through the crease. And Taya cuts this off at the blue line. Bouncing puck. Jake down low. Chapman tries to give it right back to him. Comes out of the zone. 30 seconds left on the power play. Langen picks this up in front of Mason. Kicks to himself. Now he moves it back for Andrew. Andrew will try far side. Moves it for Taya, and Taya can't get it back to him. His stick was tied up. Penny on it now. Penny in the neutral zone. Gains the red line. Gains the blue line. 12 seconds left. Penny takes the shot. That is covered. 10 seconds left on the power play. 2:02 in the period. Faceoff comes to Adams. Turns the corner. Sends one through. Bouncing puck. Comes out of the zone now. York with it. Win numbers. Nope. Adams evens it up. Drop pass. Puck's in the corner. Ryder with the hit. York still with it. Up top now. Walks it down. Shot. Mason with the save. Coops picks this up behind the net. Coops on his back end. Sends one off the boards for Dylan. Dylan comes away D-side with it. Fink tells him to wheel. And he does. He drops it back for Jack, though. Jack to Ryan. Ryan gets enough of it. Side of the net. Ryan on it. Ryan hits Coops in the slot. Goes to shot. Goalie never saw, but he saved it. Through the middle. That connects. In on Costa. Through the middle. Fink gets a good stick on this. Mason. Shot goes wide on him. Shot. Side of the net. Behind the net. York on it. Fink ties him up. Coops gets it. Backhands it along. 45 seconds left in the period. Poked away to Ryder. Ryder's got Coops and Dylan with him. Coops drags it in. Centers one. Comes to Ryder. Behind the net. Ryder tries a backhand one. Coops has a whack at it. Turned over. Back on D with Henning. Dylan gets back. Shot blocked by Lenny behind the net. Beck picks this up. York swipes it in deep. 12 seconds left in the period. York comes away with it. They attack. Side of the net. In the crease. Chipped around to Hartz. Hartz says, oh, Dylan goes down. Beck skates into it. No. All right. At the start of the third, Fox will be up 3-1. Going to get an ice cut here. All right, back for the start of the third here. 15 minutes left. Fox up 3-1. 2 goals from Ryan, 1 from Braxton. Ryan's line starts with Andrew and Lenny. York, D-to-D pass misses. Skates into it, though. Tries to chip around. Ryder can't. Ryan in on it. Ryan with a stick lift. Puck in the corner now. York still with it. Hits Ryder skates. Ryder sends it in deep. York cuts it back off. Chips around Dylan. In on Lenny. Lenny with the hit. Puck comes back to Lenny. Andrew calls for it. Lenny backhands 1-2. Andrew sends it right back to Lenny. Hits the skate. Right back to Andrew. Back to Lenny. Off the boards for Dylan. Sends it in the zone. York with it now. Fox gets the change. Penny gets a stick on this. Frees it up in the middle. On his backhand. Shoots. Save. Still loose. In the corner. Dom ties this up. Gets help from Braxton. Puck through the middle. Out of his own. Fink picks this up at the red line. Skates back. Rips it cross ice to Costa. Costa takes a look. Chips it through the middle for Dom. Oh, he misses on icing. Face off down in the Fox zone. Penny's line with Fink and Coop still. Both centers tossed. Chapman in the dot. Face off one by York, but hits a shin pad on the shot. Loose in front, Mason can't get that. And just like that, lead is cut in half. Dom gets this puck in deep. York with it. Chips around Dom. In the zone. And on Coops with the stick on it up into the netting. Puck won by shot goes just wide by York. Penny in the corner knocks him down. Chapman's pass can't quite thread the needle to Dom. York with it. Spins right into Chapman. Forces the errant pass. York brings it in the zone though. 3-on-3. Takes a shot. Blocked by Fink up into the netting. Bucks line with Jack and Kale. Puck one in the corner. Langen takes it. Flips it out of the zone. York on it. Chips through the middle. Hits back stick. And Kale chips it ahead. Kale comes to it. Throws it in deep. York comes up the middle with it. Get it out of the zone. Flips in deep. Mason glove save. In the corner. Swiped along. Kale's going to pick this up. Moves it ahead for Antaya. Antaya backhands one. Doesn't make it through. Comes right back to him though. Langen heads to rush with Antaya. Langen in. Shot. Oh, glove save. Good shot. Good save. Ryan clean win to Andrew. Andrew takes a look. Switches with Dylan. Moves across ice. Misses Lenny's stick. Lenny swipes this out to Ryder. Ryder chips ahead for Ryan. Ryan skates into it. He's got Dylan with him. Ryan, couldn't get he had Andrew with him, not Dylan, rather. Back in deep. Lenny picks this up, sends it along for Adams. Out of the zone. No icing. Through the middle, gets by Ryan. In with numbers. Shot blocked by Andrew. Doesn't have a stick, though. Bouncing puck, not out of the zone. Puck's loose. In the middle, good stick by Fink. Chipped out of the zone. That might be on target. No icing. Nope, there's icing. Penny's line with Fink and Coops. Puck is tied up in the dot. Penny kicks it ahead to himself. Throws it off the boards, out of the zone. York has to regroup. We'll get it out of the zone. Penny skates into it offsides. Faceoff comes to Fink. Fink gets it to the red line. Gets it to Penny. Penny rips in deep. Goalie picks this up. Moves it for his defenseman. Penny creates a turnover down low. Dom picks it up. Down in the corner. Turned back over to York. And on Fink. Fink with the hit. Frees this up. Hoops in the corner now. Puck is loose. Dom gets a stick on it. Costa picks it up. He's got Chapman with him. Costa in the corner with it. He's got Penny in front. Backhands one. Penny shot. Save. Oh, man. Good feed there by Costa. Beck's line, Langen and Thornton. Draws in the feet, comes up to Kale. Kale sends this down for Antea. Antea picks this up behind the net, gets out from back. Bouncing puck. Comes free to Antea. Got Hart's in the middle, tried to force one. Comes back to Hart. Hart's around one. York takes it back away. We'll try far side now. And in deep, right on Mason. Covers. Puck chipped out, gets past Dylan. York knocks this down. Hits Ryder's feet. York goes D to D, doesn't connect. Ryan over for it. Can't get there. Dylan cuts it off. Dylan sends one through. Ryder goes for the tip. Shot goes wide. York with it. Real time. Rips through the middle. Doesn't connect. Icing. Penny's line now with Lenny and Andrew. Puck comes to Dom. Dom tries to turn the corner. Backhanded out of the zone by York. Andrew races back. Picks this up. Takes it behind Mason. Drops it for Lenny. Lenny sends it into the corner for Andrew. Andrew can't poke it ahead. Puck gets around Lenny. Loose on Mason. Goes for the poke check and covers. Fink and Coops out with Ryan's line. Up comes the Coops, throws it through the middle, misses Dylan. Icing. .9:02 left in the game. Box ahead 3-2. Up comes the Coops. He rips it hard around. Nobody there. Dylan skates into it up ahead. York with it through the middle. Tipped in, hits Coops though. Sent in, gets past Coops. Coops comes away with it in the corner. Backhands one along. Dylan races over, can't get there. Puck comes free to the middle. Walks in. Loose. That's in. Fox has squandered a 2-goal lead in the third. York ties it up 3-3. Next line, Thornton and Kale. Or Thornton and Kale. Thornton and Jack. Up comes the Kale. Moves it over, misses Langen. Langen sends in deep. Back after it. Cycled. Hartz steps down. Jack picks this up. Rips it back down low. Back in on it. Poked away by York. Rolling puck. Turned away by Hartz. Back in the corner now. York will try far side. Turned over to Antaya. Drags it around one. Moves it up top. Gets by Langen. Gale picks this up in front of Mason. Curls back around with it. Flips one through to Beck. Beck skates this in. Beck still with it. Beck ran off the puck. Gets it in deep though. York with numbers now. Gale gets a stick on this. Turns him over. Puck in offsides. Andrew and Lenny out now with Penny's line. Both centers thrown out again. Chapman in for his third draw of the day. York wins this clean. Goes D to D. Through the middle, connects. Rips off his stick going to the corner. Andrew on it. Avoids the hit. Backhands one along for Penny. And he's got Chapman up ahead. Misses him, but York takes it anyway. Chipped ahead softly. York goes back out with it. Moves to the D. Penny with the hit. Delays that. Puck chipped around Lenny. Andrew gets over. Gets a stick on it. In the middle. York sends it far side. Chipped into the corner now. Andrew behind Mason. Ties this up. Waits for help. York with it. Loose in the doorstep. Lenny comes away with it. Tries to clear it. Hits down. That's going to stay in the zone. Shot through. Mason. Glove save. Ryan's line over the boards now with Fink and Coops. Coops on it. Throws one. Near side. Skips through. York picks it up in front of their goalie. Takes it behind the net. Forecheck by Adams. Sends one through the middle. Fink cuts this off at the red line. Fink. Turned over. Gets help from Adams, though. Coops over to Ryan. Ryan sauces one in deep and gets chase. York picked off by Ryder. Shot side of the net. Covered. White line over the boards now. Fink and Coop stay out. Face off to Hearts. York takes it away, takes it behind the net. Thrown off the boards. Icing. Puck in deep. York with it. Take it behind their net. Far side. Chip through the middle. Arch knocks it down at the blue line. Over to Antea. Antea sends one near side. Back on him. Puts right up the middle. Arch with the hit. Frees this up. Puck in deep though. Mason plays it. Over to Fink, who chips it. Comes up to the point though. Shot through. Mason with a big save. Antea on it. Antea through the middle. Doesn't connect. Turned over. Good battle by Fink. Takes this away. Pulls it behind the net. Tries to get one to Coops. Coops turned over down low. In the corner now. Coops on him. Shot hits. I think Beck's skate and goes wide. Up to the point now. Shot blocked by Antea. Big bounce gets beyond Coops. Kept in by York. Shot through. Tipped into the netting. Ryan, Dylan, Ryder, Jack, Andrew. There's up one by York. Chipped in deep. Mason out to play it. Sets this up for Andrew. Misses him on the pass though. York still with it. Dylan turns him over, but York picks it up in the D zone. Ryder can't get there. Ryan picks this up though. Ryan attacks the middle. Ryan shoots, saves, loose. Dylan scores! First goal of the weekend for the captain. Dylan from a pad shot from Ryan. Face off one by York. Eli gets there. Stops that rush. Penny throws it in deep. Fox takes a 4-3 lead with 4:20 left in the game. And a goal from Dylan. So 2 from Ryan, 1 from Braxton, 1 from Dylan. York picks this up, bring it out near side. Icing is on, and call. Face off. Jack keeps that in. Comes down to Ryan. Ryan's got Dylan in the middle. Backhands one. Poked away by York. Through the middle. Connects. Ryder takes this away in front of the net. Bouncing puck. Adams on it. Flips it. Up ahead for Dylan. Dylan skates into this. Dylan shoots over the net. Ryan scores, though. Back line with Jack and Kale. Puck comes to Kale over to Jack. Jack drops it back to Kale. Kale off the boards for Antea. York skates into this. Through the middle, connects. That wide. Kale picks him up, cycled below him though. Poked away by Langen. Langen ties this up. Not out. Shot hits Antaya though. Jake's going to go in on a breakaway. Backhand, save. Oh, it's on Hart's stick. Face off to Coops. Keeps it in the zone. York brings this in. Turned over. Now pitched in deep. Coops gloves this down. Throws it into the corner to himself. Coops through the slash. Loves it backhand. Loose in front. Fans on the shot though. Still loose in front. Fink throws it in the corner. Up comes to Braxton. Down low. Coops takes it and pokes it in the corner. Takes behind the net now to himself. Coops takes a hit, moves it to Eli. Eli chips this out of the zone. Down, skates into it. Up in the air. York takes this away. And on Fink, shot up in the air. Mason glove save. Ryan's line out with Andrew and Lenny. Face off clean win by York. Shot comes to Ryder. Ryder to Ryan. Ryan to Dylan. Empty net. Scores. Dylan finally scores on an empty net. Had a good chance yesterday. Missed. Face off to Lenny. Moves it in deep. York picks this up. D to D. Through the middle. Dylan had a swipe at it. Missed it. Puck pitched in deep. Andrew picks this up behind the net. Swings it around for Dylan. Dylan's got Ryan. He drops one to him. Taking off his stick. York throws this in deep. Andrew picks this up. A minute and a half left. Runs it hard around for Dylan. Out of the zone and back in. Yep. I'm going to get a whistle. Beck's line now with Jack and Kale. 1:28 left. Face-off comes to Kale. Red line and deep. York brings this out the other way. Langen cuts it off, sends it back in the zone offsides. Face-off won by York. D to D. Kale pressures him, takes it away. Pushes it ahead. Going to get a penalty here. So 1:01 left. Fox to the power play. Beck's line with Fink and Kale. Face off through Kale's feet right to Fink. Fink over to Kale. Up top to Fink. Walks it down. Shot. Hits the glass. Antea off the boards to Hearts. Hearts tries to go down low to Antea, can't. Now he does. Antea up top for Fink. Fink over to Kale. Kale cycles this down for Antea. Up top to Fink. Sends one through. Loose. Find it. Big save. Yep. Kicked into the corner. 25 left. York exits his zone with it. In on Hearts. Hearts pushes him behind the net. Out of the zone. York's just going to run this out. Looks like Fox is kind of content to let them. Kale takes this away. And that will do it. Fox had a 3-1 lead entering the third period and pulls out a 6-3 victory. We'll see you back, I believe, 3 o'clock. Fox takes on Mississauga Sens and what will be their toughest test